Alright, I hope the background noise isn't too bad. I still don't know how to fix that, so please let me know. So, today is June 4th. It is the, I believe, 5th day of my 30-day challenge. Um, to basically, I'm doing this bet right now with myself where I just have to upload content for the next 30 days. Uh, the next 24 days, because now it's already been 4 days since I started. Uh, just to YouTube. Like, I'm not focusing on the editing. I'm not focusing on the quality of the videos. I just want to like throw just basic videos right now of me studying. The purpose of these videos are not monetization. They're not subscribers. They're not anything else except for I just want to get that initial step of trying to do something and actually doing it, and at the same time to hold myself accountable to study during this summer course. It's Java for beginners. I've been told it's kind of difficult. I don't have any background experience in coding, so I figured I would need that extra what's the word, that extra layer of accountability. So I've been posting these videos online, not just mainly for myself, because I wanted to see how I would go from no experience to extremely experienced, and hopefully I'm able to make something good out of this. I don't know how it's gonna go because I'm having a lot of trouble with the homeworks right now. So the past few videos have been just me doing coding problems, working through the slides, and then just doing the labs on here. This time, what I'm gonna do is go through my notes and slides, and then rewrite my notes for the sake of making them cleaner. Cause let's see, it's gonna load. All right, there we go. This is great because I've written them down. I think what I need now is just to like make them into a searchable PDF, or sorry, a searchable document to make it easier to know how things are organized. Maybe there's something I could do here with this blank space, but for now, I'm just gonna do what I already know instead of trying to do too many new things right now. So yeah. Okay, so the Boolean expressions, they're pretty simple. It's just if something meets the criteria of this statement is true, then this is allowed. If this statement is false, then this is not allowed. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing too complicated about this. Though the one I have had issues with is actually making more use of this one. The test for not equal to, like, that is very useful. And it took me a while to remember to use it, just because I think I've only used it maybe 3 times so far. So I like practice in this category. So I need to do more labs using the number 6, the test for not equal to. So for this section, I would just write Boolean false are true or false comparison operators by or with made from Boolean expressions. Okay. Toggle operator. Oh, okay. So toggle operator is just talking about number 6, the test for not equal to. However, it's focusing more on the exclamation point or the not operator. Its purpose is to turn a true statement into a false statement and a false statement into a true statement, as well as if you have, let's see, can I write? How do I write? Where's the writing tool? Okay, now I'm doing too much. Okay, let's see. Draw. Alright, let's do this. Can I do? Okay, cool. Alright. So, for the not operator, if I wanted to figure out how to use the toggler operator, an example I would use... Ooh, it's going to be so bad. Is if... Oh, no, I'm not trying to do this. No, it's going to take too long. Alright. So, let's see. Toggle operator allows you to use the not operator in order to turn true statements into false statements and vice versa. Okay. Vice versa is just going from true to false, and then the opposite is true, false to true. Okay, so an example would be if int x is not equal to 3, then the assignment operator goes ahead and becomes true. Or actually no, I think this is wrong. Actually no, this works because it works from the one of these two. Okay, so normally if we don't use the toggle operator, it would be int x equals 3. So it would be like this, okay? So this is a Boolean expression where if this statement is true, then I don't know, let's do something random. System print line hello world. We don't know that. Okay. So this is without a Boolean expression. Now with the toggle operator, this becomes a if the int x does not equal 3, then it prints hello world. Whoa, what am I doing? Okay, so so this is a good example just because it's showing how if the statement is true, then this prints. But with the toggle operator, if this is false, then this prints. Because the Boolean expressions only print when they are true. So we need a way to allow the Boolean expression to print when it is false. And this is the way to do it. If user requests plus ATM fee is less than or equal to amount in account. Okay. Set final amount equal. Otherwise inform their request was denied. So this is an if else. Okay, if the user's request plus ATM is less than or equal to. Okay, what does it look like? I'm just gonna use Eclipse for this. Decision making. New class. Finish. Hey. If user request plus ATM fee is less than or equal to amount in account, user request, let's make that an int. ATM fee equals $2. Oh no, we want to float. Float. F. Respect. Cool. Amount in account. Amount in account. What is that? Is there a double? I'll do int. Int equals 2000. Oh no, that doesn't match, okay. We need to prompt the user to insert it, so we need a way for the user to be able to input their request. So I'm just bringing in the code for allowing the user to input their choice. And then let's prompt the user to please enter amount you'd like to take out. Alright. So user request. This work? Print. Alright. Wait, what did I mess up? Oh. What is wrong with this one? Oh, right. I didn't do that. User request equals in dot next int. As you can tell, I'm kind of. It's been a while since I've coded. A bit rusty. What's happening here? Okay. So let's run it. Okay. Oh. Formatting error right there. Let's say 1980. Alright, cool. It works. What about 2001? All right. So let's okay. I just made a small program talking about this. Just the first line. I didn't include the set final amount. So I just did the program to prompt user to how much they want to withdraw. I could have worded that better. And then I just checked to make sure it prints, and then I can go ahead and fix it. So the next step would be set final amount equal to initial amount minus user's request plus ATM fee. Okay, so does this mean? Let's see. Final amount equals could have worded this better. Okay. Final amount equals amount in account minus ATM fee. Let's do this. Oh, this window's too small. Final amount equals amount in account minus user's request plus fee. Okay, and then let's print that statement. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. And then what's wrong with this one? Okay, so let's do 1980. Let's do 1980 again. Awesome. So wait a minute. Amount in account is 2,000. Yeah, okay. Math checks out. 2,000 minus 1980 is $20. $20 minus the ATM fee is $2. So yeah, $18 is the correct amount. Okay, so let's to make it look nicer. I would add this, and then I broke it. Why did I break it? This is an int, but it needs to be a float or float. User request. Float. It has to be a float just because there are floating numbers. So like we just tried. What if I wanted 1980 and say 50 cents? Right, that works. But if I put user request is not in the float format, it's in an int, then you can't print you can't input numbers that have the floating number aspect, and you can't use the decimal points either. Okay, so that's great. Okay, what's next? I need like 15-minute timer. Oh, okay. I forgot that the examples here. Count total, initial balance, okay. Fee, okay. Request fund, yeah. System out print line, entered amount, request funds equals index double, okay. If request, okay. Count total. I did this. I didn't include this because I wasn't going for that. And I forgot the else statement. Otherwise inform the user. Okay. The else statement, that's simple. Let's make this look pretty. Else. I believe it is like this. Let's flip this. System.out.println. Not enough resources in count. Is that correct? What did I break it? Delete one. Okay, I'll delete one. Delete this one. Delete more. Alright. What am I doing? The left-hand side of an assignment must be a variable. You are a variable. Oh, it's just that. Okay. It's not an if-else. It's just an else. There we go. Okay. So the way I had it, I believe I was doing an if-else statement, meaning that for if statements, it only works when it is true. And then if the if statement is false, then it goes to the else statement. The else statement means if with the if statement being false, do these actions instead under the else. So I can invert that. If I were to use a toggle operator on the if statement, meaning I could flip the Boolean expression from a true one to a false one and make the else statement from a false to a true one. Okay. Why would I need to do that though? Oh, pin codes. Okay. So if I were writing a program for security purposes, pin codes, and I was thinking, okay, I want the user to input their credit card pin code, so 4 digits. Let's just take 0, 0, 0, 0. Right. So now I'm gonna have an if statement using the test for not equal to or the toggle operator, meaning if I wanted to make sure the pin is correct, I would make something that included if pin number not equal to passcode system dot in dot line invalid pass. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's when you would use the that would be another example of when you use the toggle operator. Cool. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm tired. Not enough sleep. So what would I write for my notes? Using input systems and combining them with if-else statements to make sure the what? The correct to make sure the correct operations are going through. To make sure the correct to allow the correct sequences to happen. Okay. Alright, so this is general if-else statements in Java, which is what I was talking about. If the Boolean expression is true or false. So for here, we just focus on the true. If the Boolean expression is true, then the statement that would go here can work. If the Boolean expression is false, then the else statement is going to print, and whatever is under the else statement. And then the else statement, and then it ends. Okay? This is talking about the importance of brackets for if-else statements. Sorry, for if statements, if it's only one statement that needs to happen, you don't need it. But if it's more than one, you do need it. It's required. It's more of do it for the sake of good programming practice. Because you may as well get into the habit of always doing it when you're using the if statements, instead of thinking about how many if statements are being used here. Missing, not suppressed. Took at break. So I guess you can use else statements without the braces, not brackets. The braces, yeah, okay. Double x equaling double if x is greater than or equal to y, system out prints x greater than or equal to. If x is equal to y, prints this. So it'll be neither for this one. X is 0, y is 100.98. The if statements can only print when it's x is greater than or y and x is equal to y. Neither of these are true. You would have a kind of bug is that? Execution error? Let's see. So like the program is correct, but it's not finished. You'll have a I want to say it's an input. No, it's not an input error. Let's see, is it the right one? No. I should know this. I took an exam already on this. Compiler error? Is that what it is? Oh, it's a runtime error. Yeah. Program error that occurs while the program is running. Yeah, it's a runtime error. Just because the two options that are there for the decision making, neither of them work because x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 100.98. And the if statements are only when x is greater than y and x is equal to y. And since neither of those if statements are correct, then it's a runtime error where your program would just finish and you won't know why that happened unless you realize that there's no if statement for when x is less than y. Okay. This is where it's fixed. Okay. Yeah, this would be a better example of how to do this code that I just talked about. This one is the same numbers. X is equal to 0.0, y is equal to 100.98. We use if statements when x is less than y, and an if statement when x is not equal to y. So if it's less than y, it prints out x is less than y. When it's not equal to y, x is not equal to y. So since these two are the Boolean expressions for the if statements are they're both true, then they both will print. The only way for neither of these to print is either x is greater than y, x is equal to y, and a runtime error of trying to that's good enough. Common errors, 2 common compiler errors. The common errors is talking about how you need the brackets to make the Boolean expression in its correct format, and then you want to make sure that you're not using the assignment operator instead of the equals operator, because equal operator you need 2 equal signs versus assignment operator you only need 1 equal sign. So this is wrong. No brackets. This is wrong. Well, depending what you're going for. Where x needs to equal 2 or x becomes 2. If you're saying here if x becomes 2, then statement. You don't want that. Or maybe you do. Don't know. Can't read minds. And then existentiation involving comparison decimals. Oh wait, I need to write a bit. Awesome. statement. Single if statement. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so I'm worried about just putting the thoughts on the paper. I'm not too worried about if the wording makes sense. I'll fix that up later. For right now, I just want to put my general thoughts on the slides onto the paper, because then this will be a summary I could use for later.